Is there a list of maybe 4 or 5 countries that I should really be looking at doing business in their currency today?
Certainly, the major currencies are much easier to transact in terms of both payables as well as receivables. Countries that are more, what I would call emerging market, and then China as an example of a extremely large emerging market, but China is an example of a controlled currency. So there's certain restrictions that China has in place that countries like the US do not. So ones that have a free floating exchange rate are kind of the major currencies. Euro, Canada, Mexico is in a free floating currency. Japan, certainly, Switzerland, Sweden. So there's a host of what I would call, normalized markets where both payables and receivables are easily available for both either settlement, near term, or hedging as well. Now, some of these more emerging market controlled currencies, some of the tools are not as available. Most of the countries have an ability where you can buy and deliver the currency into China, as an example, but the receivable side is more complex and controlled. So what I would advise anybody that's looking at China, as well as some of the other more emerging market controlled currencies, it's an exploratory exercise that one would endeavor to undertake, and a lot of questions we field are exactly along those lines. Hey, I've got a payable in Colombian peso. How does that work? I've got a receivable in South African rand. How does that work? And a lot of these, or those two as an example, there's some parameters and some distinctions that we would need to draw as companies look to explore currency movements in these types of countries.
Excellent. And I appreciated your comments earlier about looking towards 2017 and actually making your plans today.